Hey, actor besties. It's a new year, which means a lot of us are dreaming again, vision boards, intentions, big asks. And if you're an actor, maybe one of those dreams looks like finally landing the role, the one that changes things, the one that also comes with a really big check. And we spend so much time talking about how to manifest the role, what it's like being on set, etc., etc. But we spend almost no time talking about what happens after all of that money shows up. Because, yes, I mean, getting the big check is really exciting, but it can also be a bit overwhelming. What do you do with it? How do you not blow through it all? How do you use it to actually support your career instead of maybe sabotaging it? So, today I want to talk to you, actor to actor, about how to prepare for that moment, starting with getting clear about what you actually want your acting career to look like in 2026. Not just success, not just money, but alignment. Let's start there. Part one, getting clear on what you want before the money. Before we talk numbers, accounts, investing, whatever, I know those sound like big terms if you're not really into finance, but it's really simple, I promise. We have to talk about direction because money without direction will just amplify confusion. So the first step I want you to do is to slow down and journal. Like, yes, like actually journal. Don't roll your eyes. I see you're rolling your eyes. But clarity often doesn't come from hustle. It comes from listening to yourself, and you deserve to be listened to. Set a timer for like 2 minutes, and if you want to keep writing, I encourage you to do so. But like, set a timer for 2 minutes, try to get in a quiet part of your space. No phone, no music, just you and the page. And also, you can use your notes app if that's easier for you. But I want you to ask yourself, what kind of actor do you want to be in 2026? What kind of sets do you want to be on? What pace of life do you want around your acting career? What's important to you outside of your career? And all of this is important because the big check will oftentimes amplify any systems that you already have in place. So if your career is chaotic now, money might not fix that. It would just make the chaos louder. Next, I want you to define success beyond the paycheck. Ask yourself, what does freedom look like to you? Does it mean stability? Does it mean freedom with your time? Does it mean being able to take creative risks? What does freedom mean to you? Because once the money enters the room, people, including past versions of yourself, will start telling you what you should do with it. But clarity gives you that filter. Step three, I want you to decide who you're becoming. Money isn't just a tool, it's a mirror. So ask yourself, how do I make money decisions? How do I take care of myself with the money that I already have? You're not wanting to become a new version of you after the check arrives. You want to try to be on your way to becoming who that person is before it arrives. So your system is already in place. Part two, the mindset shift. The check is not a fluke. This is a big one. When actors receive a large paycheck, there's often a quiet panic underneath all of the excitement. There's questions like, what if this never happens again? What if they overpaid me? What if I have to give this back? And that mindset leads to two extremes: reckless spending or extreme hoarding and scarcity mindset. Neither one will build a sustainable career. So I want to try to reframe this for you because a big check doesn't mean that you've made it forever or that you're set for life, but it also doesn't mean that it was luck or that you don't deserve it. It means that your career just showed you what's possible. Treat it as information and separate your self-worth from the number on the check. You are not more talented just because the check is bigger, and you are not less valuable when the numbers on the check are small. Money is a resource, it's not a scorecard. This emotional neutrality is what will allow you to make smart decisions with your money instead of reactive ones. Part three, pause before you spend. So I love finance. I'm a finance girl. I love, looking at the S&P 500 and investing and all of that stuff. But some finance people that I follow have informed me of this rule, which is if you often shop a lot online, go ahead and add whatever you're looking at to your cart and give yourself 24 to 48 hours before you actually purchase what's in your cart. This will allow you to really figure out if you want the item in your cart or if you're just kind of impulse buying out of boredom or what have you. But just add it to your cart and wait. You ain't got to do nothing with it at that moment. And if you're really hardcore, wait 30 full days. This matters because emotionally charged money leads to emotionally charged decisions. When that check clears and you see all that money in your account, your nervous system can be loud. So give yourself that time before making any major financial decisions. This pause creates space between fear, excitement, ego, and intention. So this is where I want to be really honest and practical for a second. When we say don't touch the money, the real question is, where does it go while you're giving yourself that pause? This is something I've learned through working with First Entertainment Credit Union, and it genuinely fits into the conversation about being a prepared, grounded actor, so stick around. So one option that they offer is called a term certificate, and if that sounds intimidating or like financy, just stay with me. Basically, a term certificate is an account where you agree to leave a little chunk of your money untouched for a set amount of time. That's what's called the term. In exchange, First Entertainment pays you a fixed rate for that entire period. So, unlike a regular savings account where you can move money in and out and the rate can change, this is predictable. You know exactly what your money is going to earn. And as actors, predictability is kind of a love language. First Entertainment has different term options too that you can choose from. So this could look like 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, or even up to 5 years. And generally speaking, the longer that you're willing to leave the money in there, the higher the rate. So what I like about this, especially in the context of like a big check, is that it creates a container. It's like saying the money is safe. It is growing, and I don't have to make emotional decisions about it right now. That's great. Another thing that really matters to me is safety. Term certificates at First Entertainment are NCUA insured up to $250,000, which means your money is protected. And the rate that you lock in, it doesn't change. No surprises. Just steady, predictable growth while you focus on your career, your craft, and your next move. This isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about making your money work for you. Term certificates can help you reach specific goals, whether that's giving yourself a runway between jobs, saving for a creative project or a home, or simply creating some breathing room for yourself. You get to choose the term that fits your life and your timeline. And First Entertainment offers competitive rates, which means your money is actually doing something for you while you're focused on work. And did I mention how easy it is? You can open a term certificate online through digital banking or directly in the First Entertainment app. No hoops, no extra stress, just a simple way to support your future self. If you want to learn more about term certificates at First Entertainment Credit Union, I've linked everything in the description box down below. Thank you so much to my friends over at First Entertainment Credit Union for supporting this channel. Now, let's talk about how to reinvest intentionally. Part 4. Smart ways to reinvest into your acting career. Now, let's talk about reinvestment. Not spending to feel like a successful actor, but investing to support yourself as one. Number 1, you could buy back your time. Time is the most undervalued investment, in my opinion. This could look like paying off high interest debt, hiring help that you've been avoiding, upgrading tools around your home that remove daily friction. More time on your hands can equal more creative bandwidth, and it frees up space for you to make more money. Number 2, you could upgrade your representation or your support. Strategically, money can give you access, not to shortcuts, but to alignment. Consider a better publicist when it makes sense. I'm not even there yet. A manager who actually understands your goals. Career coaching with someone who's walked a similar path as you. Number 3, invest in training that stretches you. Not comfort classes. I'm talking like real stretch. Training that challenges your habits, your beliefs, expands your range, prepares you for the level that you are entering. Money should help you grow, not just feel busy. Part 5, the unfun but essential stuff. Okay, this part isn't really glamorous, but it's what separates short-term success from longevity. Build a team. The step is so important. At a minimum, find an accountant who understands artists and who's worked with people in the entertainment industry before, or a financial advisor who understands and respects your values and what you want to do with your money. This is not a sign that you're bad with money. It's just a sign that you're serious and you want people in your corner that understand what it's like to deal with that amount of money. And at the very least, create buckets for your money, because money with no purpose disappears. So this could look like setting aside money for taxes, setting aside money for your general living expenses, setting aside money to reinvest in the stock market or for your retirement account, setting aside money for savings, and setting aside money for joy, things that you love to do, because that's important too. Maybe you love to travel and you want to take that vacation. Set aside some funds for that. And finally, part 6, let money support your life, not consume it. The goal is not to become obsessed with money and always trying to make money and money, 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 money. The goal is to let it remove obstacles, to soften stress, to expand choice, to give you room to say no. When money becomes the point of something, creativity shrinks. When money becomes the support, I believe creativity expands. Most people don't fail because they didn't manifest the opportunity. They struggle because they weren't prepared to receive it once it came. So start now. Get clear, build systems, practice calm. The big check isn't something to fear. It's something to be ready for. And you are, or you will be. If this video helped you in any way, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it with an actor who's dreaming big this year and really needs to hear this right now. And let me know in the comments. And don't forget to check out my link in the description box down below to see if First Entertainment's term certificates are right for you. Thanks again, First Entertainment Credit Union. What kind of career are you planning for in 2026? Thank you all for sticking around to the very, very end, and I'll see you all in a new video Thursday after next. Bye.